Hello students, welcome to the English class. Students, we were continuing with the chapter on the face of it, and today we are going to end the chapter, also the explanation of the chapter. We are already at the end of the chapter. Well, I hope students you have gone through the previous video lectures and have understood whatever has been explained. So let's continue with the explanation. Let's continue with the next line. Well students, in my previous video lecture we have done till page number 66, and we have done till this part that Derry runs of silence the sounds of the garden again. So Derry was challenged by Mr. Lamb that Derry would never return back again. Why? Because Derry will give the excuse that he will not be given the permission, that his mother is not going to give him the permission, and he will not be allowed to come back to this garden. And Mr. Lamb says that if Derry wishes, then no one can stop Derry. Okay, it's only what Derry chooses, what he wants in his life, right? So Derry gives the challenge that he will return back. He is not a lame person like Mr. Lamb. So he has his legs, so he will go home and he will return back very soon, right? Now let's continue. When Mr. Lamb heard what Derry says, okay, then Mr. Lamb talks to himself, okay. Dear my dears, that's you seen too. We all know. I will come back. They never do though. Not them. Never do come back. The garden noises fade. So here Mr. Lamb talks to himself, talks to deers. They are my deers. Who are the deers here? Deers are the bees. Okay, the bees here. So Mr. Lamb talked to the bees and said that they saw all that had happened. Means the bees had seen all that had happened. Okay. And they all knew that no one ever returned to the garden. Okay, so Mr. Lamb had experienced such kind of thing before also in his life, when someone promised Mr. Lamb that he would return back, but Mr. Lamb waited and no one returned back. Okay, so here Derry is also like Mr. Lamb finds Derry as another person who had promised Mr. Lamb that he would return back, but Mr. Lamb knows that he will also not return back because others have not returned back. Dear way, we come to the end of scene 1, okay, and we will start with scene 2 now. Now in scene 2, it's a very small scene where we will find the conversation between two persons, that is mother and Derry. Okay, it is Derry's house, right, and mother says, you think I don't know about him? You think I haven't heard things? Derry, you shouldn't believe all you hear. Mother, been told, warned. We have not lived here 3 months, but I know what there is to know, and you are not to go back there. Derry, what are you afraid of? What do you think he is? An old man with a tin leg, and he lives in a huge house without curtains and has a garden? And I want to be there and sit and listen to things. Listen and look. So in the second scene, it is at Derry's house, and Derry is talking to his mother. His mother asked what did Derry think of her. Okay, she had already heard about Mr. Lamb. Okay, Derry told her not to believe what others say, but she warned him that she knew what was required to be known about any person, and therefore asked him not to go back. Here we find the protective instinct of the mother. The mother doesn't want, because she had heard many things about Mr. Lamb, maybe the craziness of Mr. Lamb, or maybe the peculiarity of Mr. Lamb, okay, which Derry also felt at the initial phase when he met with Mr. Lamb. Okay, so it is understood that Derry and his mother or his family were are in this particular place for nearly 3 months. Okay, and in these 3 months Derry's mother had already heard things about Mr. Lamb and his garden, right? So mother says that she cannot allow Derry to go back there. Okay, so she told that she had been warned about Mr. Lamb, that she knew what was required to be known about any person, and therefore asked Derry not to go back. Derry asked her the reason of her fear, okay, and he told her that Mr. Lamb was just an old man with a tin leg and had a big house, without any curtains, and he has a garden. He also said that he wanted to go back and listen to things. His mother was curious to know. Okay, so here it is. We have done till this much. That is, listen and look. So Derry says that he also wants to go. So that influence of Mr. Lamb could be seen on Derry here, where Derry says listen and look. That he wants to go back and he wants to listen and look. Okay, what did Mr. Lamb told? Listening, waiting, listening, looking. Isn't it? That was what the Mr. Lamb had told. So the same thing Derry also tells his mother. Mother, listen to what? Bees singing, him talking. And what's he got to say to you? Things that matter. Things nobody else has ever said. Things I want to think about. Then you stay here and do your thinking. You are best off here. So Derry's mother is very much curious, and she wants to know what was it that he wanted to listen. And Derry replied that he wanted to hear bees singing and wanted to listen to what Mr. Lamb said. So we can find the influence of Mr. Lamb over here also, where he says that bees are singing, where he did not say that the bees are buzzing. Okay, so again the influence of Mr. Lamb could be seen here. Okay, so he said that he wanted to listen to Mr. Lamb, but she didn't find it suitable. Okay, and so she told him to stay at home and think about what he wanted to. So Derry's mother doesn't think like she doesn't find any kind of sense in Derry's talk. Okay, so she says that if he really wants to think anything, then he would be better in the house and let him think. Okay, that would be better for him. Derry then says, I hate it here. You can't help the things you say. I forgive you. It's bound to make you feel bad things and say them. I don't blame you. Derry, it's got nothing to do with my face and what I look like. I don't care about that, and it isn't important. It's what I think and feel and what I want to see and find out and hear. And I'm going back there, only to help him with the crab apples, only to look at things and listen. But I'm going. You will stop here. Oh no, because if I don't go back there, I'll never go anywhere in this world again. So what does Derry do? Derry say that he hated to remain at home. Okay, he doesn't like the atmosphere of the home because the atmosphere of the home is very much overprotective. Okay, making Derry to keep inside. Okay, is bounding Derry with various kind of societal shackles. Derry wants to remove that shackle. Derry wants that freedom and wants to face the world. So he doesn't want to stay back at home. He wants to go to the open. So Derry said that he hated to remain at home. His mother excused him. When his mother heard that he hates here, his mother excused him, okay, for speaking wrong because he felt bad and so spoke that way, because Derry's mother thought that Derry is actually going through various kind of mental trauma, various kind of psychological problem, okay, and that is what making Derry to speak all these ill things, all these evil things, okay, like hating here, doesn't like the home, doesn't like the family, because Derry's mother thinks that the family is the best support for Derry, okay, but Derry doesn't want that support. Derry wants to be on his own, wants to stand up on his leg, okay. So his mother said that that can be easily forgiven. Derry's this kind of outrage can be forgiven. Derry said that it had nothing to do with his face. The important thing was how he thought and what he saw or heard. Okay, so this Derry, who at the beginning of the story we had seen that Derry always gave importance to his face and said that people are afraid of him or that they are scared of him by seeing Derry's face. Derry now says that his face doesn't even matter. Okay, so it is what Derry is, what he is from inside, that is important. That is the same Beauty and the Beast, that topic is coming up again. Okay, that what he is from inside, that is important. The inward beauty is important. What he can do, his abilities, his talent, that is important for Derry. So Derry says that it had nothing to do with his face. The important thing is that what he can see, what he can hear, what he can do. So he announced that he would go back into the garden to help Mr. Lamb with the crab apples. His mother tried to stop him, but what did Derry do? He runs away, shutting the door behind. So here Derry does this thing, that is the door slams, Derry runs panting, and I want the world, I want it, I want it. So Derry shouts that he wants the world, okay, and the sound of his panting fades. So he runs away from his home. So Derry was successful. The influence of Mr. Lamb was very much successful on Derry. So he was successful and he ran out, okay, from his house. He moved away from his house, and that is what we can find is the success of not only Mr. Lamb but also the success of Derry himself. Next we will go to scene 3. In scene 3 we will see again Mr. Lamb's garden. Okay, garden sounds, the noise of a branch shifting, apples thumping down, the branch shifting again. So again the garden of Mr. Lamb, and Mr. Lamb is plucking some apples, okay, some crab apples. Okay, so let's continue. The third scene is in Mr. Lamb's garden. There was the sound of branches. Mr. Lamb was talking to himself while he was plucking the apples. Okay, steady, that's got it, that's it, more apples fall, and again that's it, and a creak. A crash. The ladder falls back. Mr. Lamb with it. A thump. The branch swishes back. Creaks. Then silence. Derry opens the garden gate, still panting. So the third scene is Mr. Lamb's garden. There was the sound of branches, and Mr. Lamb was talking to himself while he was plucking the apples, that okay, one more apple, and the apples were falling down. Okay, one by one the apples were falling down. Suddenly a harsh sound of the cracking wood was heard, and the ladder fell on the ground. Mr. Lamb fell too, okay, upon that particular ladder. And then there was silence, and it was at this moment only that Derry enters the garden. You see, I came back. You said I wouldn't, and they said, but I came back. I wanted. So Derry was ran inside the garden, and he was calling upon to Mr. Lamb. Okay, that he was still breathing rapidly, and declared to Mr. Lamb that he had returned. Okay, that other people wanted to stop him, but he did not listen to them, and he did not listen to the people. He did not listen to the whatever instruction was given to him by his mother, and he came to the garden. He came back to the garden, and that was important. Okay, so he stops dead silence. So he then, when he was saying all this thing, he suddenly found that Mr. Lamb was there lying on the floor. Okay, so Derry went there. Okay, he looked at him and found him lying on the ground. Okay, so Derry went near him and tried to talk to him, but no one replied. So he said that, Mr. Lamb, mister, you have. He runs to the grass, stops, kneels. Mr. Lamb, it's all right. You fell. I'm here, Mr. Lamb. It's all right. Silence. And then there was silence. I came back, Lammy Lamb. I did come back. Derry begins to weep. So he looked at him, found him lying on the ground. Okay, so Derry goes near Mr. Lamb and tries to talk to him, but no one replied. Okay, Mr. Lamb was not replying back. Derry kept on calling him by his name, that is Lammy Lamb and a various king, and suddenly started crying. He did so because he realized that Mr. Lamb was dead. Okay, so herein we find that Derry begins to weep, means that comes the death of Mr. Lamb. Right. Now see here, student, here we find that the story ends with the death of Mr. Lamb. Okay, now here of course many critics have raised the question that this story is full of turning a pessimistic soul into a optimistic one. Okay, the entire story is giving the sense of like we have to keep hope, we have to keep faith, we have to believe in oneself. Then why did the story end in complete, what we can say, hopelessness? Okay, complete hopelessness. With the death of Mr. Lamb, it's completely a tragic end. Now what will happen to Derry? Will he again return back to pessimistic thing? Of course not. Derry, this kind of question has also come many a time in the board, but here the answer that comes is that Derry would have returned to pessimism if Derry would have stayed back at his home. But no, Derry returned back to the garden. When Mr. Lamb said that no one would return back to the garden, Derry proved him wrong, and Derry came back to his garden. Okay, ran back to his garden, and that shows that Derry is there. Okay, the Derry has that optimism, is completely a transformed person, and he believes that yes, he have to believe in himself, he has the faith in himself, and he have to prove his worth. Now the garden belongs completely to Derry. Okay, so there are many symbols used in this chapter also, in the story also. Students, please go through this video lecture. Okay, we have completed the explanation. Go through each and every line. Okay, and if there is any doubt, then you can clarify your doubts from me in the classroom. But students, one more thing I would also like to tell is that there are many symbols used in this entire story. Okay, so if you think of course I'm going to provide you with a PPT video where I will be discussing about those symbols used in this story. You will go through that PPT video also, and then I hope that the story and the symbols will become very much clear to you. Till then, students, thank you very much. Study well.